Wherever you are, close your eyes. Unless you're driving or flying a plane, then absolutely don't close your eyes. Or if you're cycling, don't do that. Actually, keep your eyes open. Yeah. And think, with your eyes open, about winning. Feels pretty great, doesn't it? And now you can do it anywhere with the National Lottery app. Download the National Lottery app today. Play anywhere, win anywhere.
Uplift the lives one day at a time. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. They're here to get your day going fine. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio.
And here's your host, Miss Kim Robinson.
Shout out D on the track, Paint Music Media. Shout out DJ Lee Productions, and I'm Al Care. But if you a game changer, got my head in. My grind don't hide, win, lose, or drought. I'ma ride till I die. I go hard in that lane. My God is the aim. Put me in, coach, and watch me change the game. Cause I'm a game changer. 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 I'm full court press. I pledge allegiance to the best. Ain't nothing left to give it that reverence that the Father gets. So every day I work the sweat, can get a flesh, another rest. They say go hard or go home. I say just do whatever's best. It's evident I'm blessed and I work like it. Fight like a Viking. Fight like a lichen. The difference is I like it, so I shine like I'm lightning. So I'm going head to head with certain depth. Who you liking? Yeah. So it's time for coach to put me in. I'm strapping on my shoulder pads, lacing up my cleats, and then I'm gone with the wind. Like I'm gone in 60 seconds. You can't hold me, you can't check me. Check the memo, check the message running through. Like I'm baddest. I'm trucking whoever's standing in my way. Ain't no way you gon' stop me. You better off to let me in. Cause I go hard, even though they say no way that I could win. Like I'm Brett Favre, I'ma ride this game. My head to the sky. My grind don't hide. Win, lose, or drought. I'ma ride till I die. I go hard in that lane. My God is the aim. Put me in, coach, and watch me change the game. Cause I'm a game changer. 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 Yeah, I told you once before, my God came to change the game. Different outlook on to life, a different way to play the lane. Now my rush and yours is skyrocketing. Now I'm so insane. For the kingdom building, now my shot, it cannot be contained. So I'm gon' pray for change for myself and then what I can. I don't need no euros or no pesos or no money grams. Shout out to Wado, cause I know that he gon' play this fam. The FCA Sports Camp, game changer, summer jam. I don't need 100 grand to tell them that they need the lamb. It's heaven, it's just who I am. Al Kim, this where I stand. Man, I'm gon' play the fifth. It's too deep to turn it quick. It's like I'm out from the trap to turn around, get back in it. Never that's so insane. It's evident your boy they chain. Like I'm Jack Johnson, the same year he changed his name. So I sacrifice my life for the cause just to win. And if you a game changer, let me see you represent. My grind don't hide. Win, lose, or drought. I'ma ride till I die. I go hard in that lane. My God is the aim. Put me in, coach, and watch me change the game. Cause I'm a game changer. 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 Now put me in, coach. 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 I'ma go hard.
I'ma go hard. I'ma go hard. I'ma go hard.
Cause I'm a game changer. 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 I'm a game changer.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Monday, family. I hope y'all ready. Welcome to Monday. Your favorite entrepreneur, Charles McCutcheon. Call this Charles's Corner. So what we're doing every Monday, we're bringing something a little different, whether it's finance, business, real estate, estate planning, budgeting, wealth management, information from the experts to people who have already done it. That's the ones that I want to reach out to, the people who have done it. And today, this is about business credit and personal credit. Now, I brought this up because I see a lot of people still, I'm in the real estate industry. So in the real estate industry, we have all these deals out there, and people say, well, I'm looking for a hard money lender. Everybody's looking for some type of funding, some type of money. And even business owners, a lot of business owners, I just went to this place. It wasn't that far from where I live at. I went down the street, and the business is already gone, and it hasn't even been 2 years yet. And I don't know the issues of why the business is not there anymore, but we know within 3 to 5 years businesses fail. So I bring this up because there's a lot of money out there, but if you don't know how to access it, how to get, put your hands on it, it doesn't matter. I mean, you can have the greatest idea ever, but if you're not putting your hands on the money, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to break some things down. I'm going to show you somebody who has, I don't know who's all on this line. You can have good credit, you can have bad credit, you can have money, you can have no money. It doesn't matter because there's so many different avenues that a person can take to get to the money. Now, I look at a company like Walmart. Just to give y'all a quick example, Walmart has about $15 million in business credit. That means that they don't even have to use their money, even though they're billionaires, they don't even have to use their money to do their business. And that's what we need as business owners. If you're a business owner, you need some type of business credit to separate from your personal credit. My thing is we shouldn't have anything in our names anyway. A disclaimer. I am not a lawyer. I'm not an accountant. I'm not providing y'all legal advice. I'm simply giving information that I want you to go back and do your due diligence on and figure it out for yourself. Go to your lawyer, go to your people who can help you to get whatever it is you're trying to get, whether that's funding, whether you go to a bank, a private lender, or what have you. But you can actually do it yourself. So I'm going to hit a lot of different angles with this because there's so many different people, and people are going to be writing stuff down as I'm talking. So I'm not going to speed through this stuff. Although this will be recorded, I'm not going to speed through because I want people to get it. And I'm going to provide the steps, like I said, at the end of this so you can kind of figure out, okay, well, I still need to do this. I have an LLC. I still need to do this. If I'm a sole proprietor, I need to change that to go to an LLC to do this and do that. So I'm going to break down that information so you have a better understanding of what we're doing. My name is Charles McCutcheon. I've been an entrepreneur for some time, y'all. I've been doing real estate. That's my baby right there, real estate as an investor, not as an agent. I've never been an agent, and I never will be, only because I like being an investor more. So did the real estate investor part of things, and that got me talking to all these different nonprofits helping out group homes to find housing. And so as I was doing that, I wanted to do my own nonprofit. So I started my own nonprofit, helping homeless veterans, have that out on the street, working to build that up now, and that's a whole nother baby. Then got into writing books, became a best-selling author last year, working on a few more books so I can come out one maybe the end of this year with another book. It's an educational book, and it's going to be fire. Really giving it to, I have a couple people that are professionals that I'm working with. We're going to be providing some insight to high school students and to college students, because my thing is most of us go into debt after school and then we stay in debt for probably the rest of our lives. So I'm providing all that information. We have a team of people that's going to be working with that. And I do motivational speaking. I speak at a different universities, so I thought why not provide that information to them in a book as well. So all that to say we have a lot of work to do. I'm jumping in, and we're going to talk about a credit line or line of credit. Now, I know this may be simple for some people, and I'm apologize up front because I don't know who's all on the line. I don't want to miss people, so I'm going to go to the simplest form, and then I'm going to go to the other form so everybody can have a fair shot at this stuff. Credit lines, line of credit, It's just an agreement that you're going to have with your financial institution or your private investor. And all you're doing is establishing a loan amount that you're going to borrow. That's what it boils down to. And I'm going to go into deeper into a deeper sleep after I go over this, this stuff that a lot of people don't even want to know about. And it's okay. Now, as a borrower, you can access those funds from a line of credit anytime, as long as you don't exceed that limit that they gave you. But you can always go in and request more money. All they want you to do is make your payments on time. Now, credit lines, I like them because the advantage is they give you a lot of flexibility, and a lot of people don't want to use credit lines. I'm like, why wouldn't you use it for a short period of time and then change it over if you want to and use your own money, but why not use other people's money? And that's the goal. We have to use other people's everything. Use other people's everything. That's how the wealthy do it. They don't have stuff in their name, so we shouldn't do it either. Now, you can keep using credit lines over and over. The best thing to do is to pay off the balance, and then you have that. If you have that $100,000 credit line, it's just revolving. It's similar to a credit card. So lines of credit, they can be unsecured, just like a credit card. Some of them are secured. That's why it's easier to qualify if it's secured. And when I say secured, I mean whoever you're getting it from, they want to know that you're lendable. They say, if I give you this, what do you have that if you don't pay the bill that I can get my money back? That's what it boils down to. So credit lines, they're like the most commonly requested loan type out there from, a lot of people go to banks. That's all we know how to do is to go to a bank and ask for money. Everybody does that in the business world. And like I said, I'm going to show you ways that you don't have to use your money and get some funding. We'll just call it funding. So true credit lines, they're hard. They're hard because a bank is going to want to unfold a lot of stuff on you. They're going to look at your credit report, things, how much money are you bringing in, and what collateral do you have. That's what it comes down to. So there's different types out there. Now, I hope I can get through all of this, but I'm going to keep going, but I will give y'all some steps before this is over with, because I want y'all to be able to go out there and do it yourself. Now, there's a thing called cap lines, and this boils down to conventional credit lines, that the banks give out, and they call it cap lines. It's like an umbrella. And under the cap lines, there's like 5 types. You have seasonal, contract, builders, standard asset, small asset. And I'm going to break those down just quick because I know some people that's on the line that's in my real estate world that are builders that can actually use this type of money. So we have the builders. Those are like general contractors that you can get funding from the bank, but anytime you get with the bank, just know that you're going to have to pull all your bells and whistles out because they want to make sure they can get their money back. So you have contracts. That's people that do direct labor. You have material costs and things like that. They get the contracts. Now, seasonal, that's a seasonal contract. Now, seasonal, you look at people who do lawn care or a Christmas store. They can get that seasonal type money because they're not in business, to me, not all around, 24 hours a day, 365. Then you have the standard asset. Those are businesses that provide credit. It's crazy. Businesses that provide credit go out and ask for credit so they can get more money. Then you have the small asset. Those are businesses under like $200,000 that you can get as far as funding, and they issue some type of credit as well. Now, for these type deals, collateral is the biggest thing. No one ever sees a thing called bank credit. Now, a bank looks at your account, and they want to know you have about $10,000 in your bank account for a 90-day period to get this type of money. Now, that's without using, your Social Security and stuff like that. Now, you don't have to worry because I'm going to bring up the other ways as well. The other thing out there is called merchant cash advances. Some people use it, some don't. Still going to bring it up. You still need about $10,000 a month going through your bank account. But the only thing is you don't need collateral or credit to get merchant cash advances. Your credit score can be probably like a 500, even though, you don't need collateral or credit. You still can get it's a loan, and they'll give it to you. But, they want to make sure that you have to be in business at least a year. So another type out there use, and I've never used it and I don't think I will, is securities financing. Now, this is where the bank will give you financing if you have stocks or bonds. And what they do is look at how much your stocks or bonds are worth, and then they'll use that to determine how much funding you have, because if you default on it, they're going to take your stocks and bonds. Now, let's say you don't have any stocks and bonds, but somebody you know has stocks and bonds. I'm just going to put it out there. And they want to put their good name up there to where you can use their stocks and bonds to take over the bank. You know, the bank will take the money. The bank will take the stocks and the bonds from somebody else. It doesn't have to be from you. I just wouldn't do it. That's just me. Now, we have these other things out there, unsecured credit cards. Most banks offer unsecured credit cards. You can go to the bank, you can get that. And the thing is, a lot of people look at their credit score. I'm going to do a little bit of stuff with credit score as well. I will tell you have to start working on it. I don't know where you are. You can either pay somebody that's credible, pay somebody that's credible to work on it, or you can do the work on it yourself. I've worked on my own. I went up 120 points at one point in time. Credit can go up with the snap of a finger if you understand what you're doing, and you just follow simple steps. It's not that difficult, family. Now, these are the things that a lot of people don't look at. When we go out to get credit, it's put into like two different categories. One of them is consumer credit. That hits your credit, your personal credit. And one of them is business credit. That doesn't hit your personal credit. It doesn't affect your credit score. So, and all these people out there, even the ones that give you the money and they're looking at your business credit, they will throw it out there. And I'll give you this one for Visa. You get on the phone with Visa. You've done all your prereqs to get to Visa because you have to do something before you can talk to Visa. And the lady or the man that's taking your call, they will ask you for your credit, your Social Security number. This is what we believe. In our mind of minds, we just like, okay, my Social Security number is, that's where you go wrong. The best thing you can say at that point in time when they asking and you're getting business credit, like, I'd rather not give you my Social Security number because I'm building up my business credit. We have to get to a point to where we don't just give up our Social Security numbers. And I had a lady argue with me about that. I'm just like, I have business credit. So I'm trying to tell people how you can do it. And she said, well, the lady made me give it to her. The lady didn't make you do anything. You gave it to her because you felt like you needed to give her that information. Well, you're wrong. Don't give up the Social Security number. You can give your EIN, your Employment Identification Number, and that's part of the steps I'm going to give y'all that you need to do so you can get credit, business credit. Like this said, there's a difference. Now, credit lines, and these are, from banks, they allow you to take out more cash at a cheaper rate than credit cards. Credit cards, and I'm not dogging credit cards now. I say stop throwing away your credit card forms that come in the mail. And I know some people are going to be like, no, throwing away credit is bad. Credit is not bad. Credit cards are not bad. It's how we use them. It's your credit utilization rate. It's your debt-to-income ratio. It's how you, your belief system on credit and credit cards. So if I tell people right now, I have 30 credit cards, some people will be like, oh, my gosh, 30 credit cards. But this is the way you have to think about it. Now, I didn't say I had 30 credit cards maxed out. So you have 30 credit cards that don't have any money on them that have 0% 2 years or 0% for 18 months, 0% interest. See, we don't look at the money that we get from banks, and we don't look at the cost of money. How much is your money costing you? If you have a loan right now for 18%, if you can get another card that can last you 18 months at 0%, why would you not want that deal? Instead of paying 18%, pay 0% for 18 months. So a lot of us don't work that way. We just continue along the route of, you got to pay these high astronomical fees, and that's just what we're accustomed to because we look at credit cards as being bad. Now, those credit lines, their rates are, about 4%, and credit cards, once you start, if you out there paying on credit cards, you're paying, 9 to 13% on average for your credit card. Then you have business credit cards. Now, these report to business bureaus. What I do with every company I get with, as far as getting trade lines, and I'm going to go over that as well, when you get a trade line, and a trade line is nothing more than doing business, you can do it with Walmart, you can do it with Target, and those companies will report to the business bureaus to say, okay, Charles McCutcheon is making his timely payments via, he bought something from us on his business account at Walmart, and we reported it back out. So now Charles McCutcheon is making the payments, and now more companies will look at Charles and his business as being lendable. And that's the big thing, being lendable. So a lot of us don't want to mess with our credit. And I know we've been scared to death about credit and everything like that. So this is what I tell people. Anytime you're messing with your credit, know what you need to do as far as you putting in information to different companies about your credit. All that does, it does make your credit go down. Don't get it twisted. Now, it's different types of credit that makes your credit score go down. So if you're in the, let me give you a quick example. You're in the market to get a new car or just a car, and you go into these different car places and stuff, and they running your credit 9 times out of 10. And what they're going to do is every time anything hits your credit, that's a 3-point hit. But it's only a 3-point hit if you do it outside of a 7-day window. So, and I like to say 5 days. So, you can research this if you want to. Go online, talk to somebody that does credit. I'm not a credit guy, but I know enough to be dangerous. So what you want to do is if you're actually in the market to get a new car, you go and you do all your stuff in 3 to 5 days. As far as if you want all these people to hit your credit, they're going to hit your credit, but it's only going to take off 3 points because you did it within a certain time frame. And I like to say 5 working days. Let's shoot 3 to 5. Let's keep it 100. 3 to 5, and let them hit your credit because it's the same type of credit. Now, if you did vehicles and then you try to get a house loan, those are different types of credit. So it's going to be 3 points for your vehicle, 3 points for your house credit. So those are different types. It's the different types of credit that that we have to be look out for. So we have another thing out there called unsecured business financing, and that's when you're working with a lender that specializes in financing and getting money. So some people have tried this as well, where you got this company and they are working with all these different type of banks, and they try to find the best loan for you and try to get you more money. Now, some of them are credible. I can't speak on all of them. I know a few that are credible that can actually get you 3 to 5 times more than what amount of money you're trying to get. So what they do, just to give y'all a breakdown, because somebody may have done this or doing it, they look at your highest credit limit. So if your credit limit is $10,000, so you have a credit card with $10,000 on it, what they will do is go out to these different companies and they'll say, okay, well, we're going to use these 5 different companies to get you $10,000 per card, per credit card, at whatever interest. I'm pretty sure it's going to be low, or maybe 0%, or it's going to be like a line of credit to where you don't have to pay for it until you start using it. So now they give you 5 credit cards. Now you have $50,000 that you can go make happen, whatever you need to make happen. That's how these unsecured business and companies work. Lenders that specialize in finding you money more than what you can get. Because what we would do, we go to one bank, the bank turns us down, we go to another bank, and then as these banks are looking at our information, it goes as an inquiry on our credit report, and then other banks start looking and saying, okay, you done went to all these different banks. So they kind of leery to give you the money. They may not want to give you the money. Let me tell you some of the good things about getting a lender to get you the funding as far as unsecured business financing. What would happen, you have 5 different companies that's giving you $10,000. So what's going to happen is they're going to see these other companies, and they're going to say, okay, well, and what we usually do with the credit card, we usually use our highest credit card. With if I got one with $20,000, I got one with $3,000. I think I may just stick with the $20,000 because my debt to income ratio, I can offset that. But and what would happen is a company will see that, and so that company, all of them gave me $10,000. They'll say, well, I'm just going to up his credit, how much money he can get and access. So now they say one of them give you $15,000, one give you $20,000. So they want you to use their card. So they're almost in a fight against each other's competition. That's all it is. So unsecured business financing, it can report to the consumer agency, but you have to ask the question of where you're reporting to. If you're trying to get business credit, you want it to report to the business credit. And if you can't, that's just what it is. If it reports to your credit score, then, if you want to accept it, then you accept it. So you can use it or you don't. But to get that type, you may need like a 640 credit score, and you can't have any bad things on your, on your credit and things like that. But you can get people to work on your credit, or you can work on it yourself. But the one thing is, you have to build your credit and you have to build your business credit. Those are two different things. Now, I'm going to go over this for those who don't have any money or any credit. I don't care if you don't have anything. It doesn't matter. This is some of the steps that you're going to be taking so you can get to the money. It's all about the money, family. So we have the thing called vendor credit. We have a thing called net 30, net 10, net 15. And what that net is that's when you're going to pay your bill. I'm going to give you a quick example. This is what I did. I can only give you what I did. I'm not telling you what other people did. This is what I did to get my credit. So there's different companies out there. One of the companies is called Uline. One of the companies is Walmart. One of the companies, it's a lot of different companies. So everything you're doing right now, you can use business credit for. I don't care if you have Google, the Apple, the iPhone, whatever type of phone you have, you bought it. And you're probably using that. If you're in business, you're using some of it for your business, guaranteed. Gas, you're using some of that for your business. I don't know if you go to Chevron, if you go to get your gas from Costco, if you go to BJ's to get wherever you get your gas, you can actually use business credit to get that. And all you're doing is giving yourself one trade line per different company. And a trade line, basically what it boils down to, companies like Visa, MasterCard, American Express, they look at our trade lines. How many trade lines do you have? How many companies, in a sense, how many companies are you working with that gave you a business credit card? So, quick example, you got a credit card from BJ's, you got it from Fleet Sources, from Sears, from Apple, Amazon, Walmart, Costco, Best Buy, BP, Chevron, Uline. You got 10 lines of 10 trade lines right now because you're using those companies. And let me tell you how simple this is, family. Y'all buy toilet paper, I hope, right? You can actually buy toilet paper, and that will be a trade line. You can buy staples, and that's a trade line from a company. So you get 10 trade lines, and now you get to go to talk to the Visa, the American Express, and you want to get with the Visas and American Express, and the next thing you know, they're giving you $20,000 without the use of your Social Security number. That's the key. Without the use of your social, because Visa looked at your 10 trade lines and said, oh, okay, been in business for a little bit, you got 10 trade lines, you got all these companies coming after you, they're giving you, that company giving you 10, this one's giving you 20,000. Now, okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to start you out at 5,000. Visa starts you out at 5,000, MasterCard at 10,000, American Express at 10,000. So now you have 25,000 that you're using, and the goal, like any other goal, is to pay it on time. You have to pay it on time or pay it off. And with Visa, you don't have to get expensive and buy all this stuff. What you're doing is building it up. You have to pay on it and then build it up. So business credit scores are based on, paying your bills. That's what it comes down to, just like your credit card. I would say, from a personal standpoint, if you're not good with your credit cards, you're probably not going to be good with the business credit card. Just keep it in 100. I just want everybody to know, this is not a game. This is for your business. This is definitely for your business. So let me give you the different steps. If you don't have any money, so one of the first things you have to do is incorporate your business. You have to get a federal tax ID number. Some people call it FEIN. Some people call it EIN. Doesn't matter. You go to www.irs.gov. You put in the top right-hand corner, it's a search bar. It says EIN. Put that in there. You can get an EIN 7 minutes. Takes about 7 minutes. It's free. It's free to get an EIN. So you incorporate your business. A lot of people I see out there want to incorporate being a sole proprietor. When you are a sole proprietor, I don't care which business you have, you're telling the world, I am solely responsible for anything that goes wrong. I can promise you I'm not solely responsible, personally. I do not want to be solely responsible. Therefore, this is not legal advice. This is information what I did. I received an LLC, Limited Liability Corporation, because I'm not solely responsible for anything or anybody. So your company's tax ID number. It's going to come out. You're going to have it. And you go from there. That's how you get registered. When you get that EIN, then you have to go to D&B. I call it Duns and Bradstreet. And that is free. You go on there to get registered. Dun and Bradstreet is like information highway for businesses, and that lets everybody know you're in business. That lets everybody know you're in business. If you don't go to Dun and Bradstreet, these different companies that like the Walmarts, the companies that are listed to y'all, they're not going to give you any money. BP, they're not giving you no money because you're not on the Dun and Bradstreet. That's just part of it. It is what it is. It doesn't take that long to do. Now, the other thing you have to do is get a company phone number. And it can't be your cell phone number. It has to be like an 800 number. Go get an 800 number. Then you have to get listed on the 411 directory. You can go online and do a search and type 411 directory, and you pay, $9.95 a month or something like that. Don't quote me on the price. But you just go get the 411 directory. So if somebody was to look you up, they can see your 888 number or what have you of where you're getting your they just don't want a cell phone. And this is the thing. A lot of people think they could they'll get past this doing these steps the right way. No, you're not going to get past it trying to sneak and use a cell phone number. It's not going to work, family. I can guarantee you that. These companies, they look at our business as far as the DMV. They can tell if it's a cell phone number. They can tell how you're getting your business set up. You can go to Ring Central and get a number and a tax number and a fax number at the same time. Because some of them want you to have a fax number. Not to say you're going to use it, but, $4 a month or something like that for the fax or something to that effect. But you still have to get those different type of things. So opening a Net 30 account. Now, they call it Net 30, and that means it's paid off every 30 days. When I did mine, I bought some staples, y'all. I'm just going to tell y'all what I did. Bought some staples. Staples came in. They mailed it to me, and I paid it off. I think it was maybe $2.50, something to that effect, but that gave me a trade line. That's all I'm looking for is a trade line. That's all y'all need to look for is a trade line. Get the 5 trade lines and get the 10, and then start talking to the Visa, the MasterCard, American Express. That's how you get to the money. Now, you can order supplies online. You can do it, you can call them up and order, and companies will tell you, do y'all report to, how often do y'all report? Most of them report every 30 to 45 days to our business credit so we can, make sure our business credit is getting built as well. And let me give y'all, I'm going to run through some companies off top. BP, Quill, Uline, Dell, Staples, Home Depot, Lowe's, Reliable Office Supplies, already listed some other ones, which was Walmart before. All those, they have Net 30 accounts. And some of them change and some say the same. So all you got to do is do the research. You can go to Google and type in Net 30 accounts, and then these different companies will pop up. Now, just because the company pop up, that don't mean that they're going to report. You need a company that's going to report, has to report. Now, the other thing you need is a virtual address. Do not put your home address on these applications that you're doing. You need a brick-and-mortar company address. You don't need a company. You need a brick-and-mortar address. And you can go online and find that as well. You don't need to put your home address because they'll see that you're a resident by the company. The goal is showing yourself as a real company, family. That's the goal. Any one of these steps you mess up, I will guarantee they won't give you the deal, and next thing you know, you're going to say, well, I don't know what's going on. Something happened. I don't know. I can't tell you what happened because I'm not there with you to do the steps. So if you follow the steps, then you can get your business credit. You need a website. You need some type of website, and your company will be researched. You better believe they're going to. They're going to look at your stuff. I would say buy a domain from GoDaddy. I wish these companies would pay me. I'm giving out all the information. But anyway, go buy a domain from GoDaddy, and you can get your email addresses there as well. I like the email addresses there, and I like the Gmail address. I don't really use the Yahoo when doing the business, but I have a few different emails that I use. And once you get your information from the state, meaning that you have I call it the SEC, the State Corporation documentation, you have to go on. You can go to irs.gov and find that information as well. Then you can open up a bank account So you can tie your company. So these are all the things you need. You need your articles, and that's part of the SEC, and that's like a one-page document that you can find, and you can actually fill it out. It's very simple, very simple. You get that thing set up, and then you get, I don't know what type of company you have. Some people have to get licensing and bonded. I'm not into that. Talk to your expert, your legal team. That, you know, that's what you have to do. Then after that, you'll get a small business credit report established. I'm on D&B, which is a Dun & Bradstreet. I keep going on there getting this information so I can learn more and more. There's so much information on there. And what I did is I went on there and I got everything set up, and then they give you a score, and they keep track of when you buy stuff. What will happen is, to make sure that it's getting reported, you look on the Dun & Bradstreet. They have a website. You go on there. You just keep looking. Okay, they're making sure they update your information. You can see if your business credit is going up or down. If it's not, if they haven't reported it, you can call them and say, hey, you know, I paid for this, and, you know, are y'all reporting? And they'd be like, well, it's not 45 days, it's 60 days. So that's one way to get your free info, free money, free funding, free however you want to put it. Some of the things that, you know, you have to go back out there and do. This will be recorded. You can go back and listen and get the information. Now, this is what I see some people do, and some people make mistakes. Some people do half the step, and then they go out to Visa, and then they ask for money, and Visa turn them down, and then they wondering what happened, why didn't I get what I needed? And then I can go back, and then I ask the same questions. Well, where's your phone number? You have an 800 phone number? Nope. Okay, that's where you went wrong. Or do you have a brick and mortar address? We have to do everything the way it needs to be done, because these companies they've been in business for too long, and they know how to play the game. So you got to start out. I say start out with at least 5 initial trade lines, and then start going after other accounts. And the trade lines are nothing more than you purchasing something from the Walmarts, from the Home Depot, from the Lowe's. And the thing is, we're already going to buy stuff from these different companies. You're already going to get gas. You're already going to Walmart or Target or Lowe's. So use business credit to get part of your trade lines up, and then pay the money off and go from there. So what they'll do is keep raising your credit limits, and that's how it's over time. It happens over time. Some companies want you to be in business for a little while. Some of them are 1 to 3 years. I can't tell you which ones are going to tell you, you know, well, I want you to have more time in. But I will tell you this, before you go after Visa, before you go after American Express, make sure you have at least 10 trade lines. At least 10 trade lines. And if you don't, they're probably going to deny you. I went over Quill. Here's a number that you can call, and you can talk to, hopefully. Now, I'm not going to give y'all that number, because I don't want everybody calling them and they get mad at me for giving out their phone number. So you have to become a real business. And some of those things is free. Some of them is like $9.95 a month to get your phone number. Some of them report. I will tell you this. I'm going to read off some companies that I know report to the Dun & Bradstreet. One company is called Quill. One company is called Uline. One company is Big Apple Outlet. They report. One company is Majestic Advertising. Like if you want to get business cards, they report. Let me think. Off top. Those are the ones that I know. Another company called Rapid Forms. RapidForms.com, www.rapidforms.com. They report as well. You need these companies to report your credit to the business part of things so you can get the free money. And I call it free only because it's 0% interest, and it's it's out there for your company. It doesn't attach to my information. Now, fixing your credit. I'm going to go over this and just do a few things with this, and we're going to go from there. Everybody, bureaus, you can do it your way. I went to Equifax.com, and I went to another one is CreditCheckTotal.com. CreditCheckTotal.com. You go there, and you can get your information, and it breaks down the how, the why, and what you need to do of how you fix your personal credit. You can do it yourself. You don't have to get, a company. If you're very busy, pay a company. But pay a company that doesn't string you along for 9 months to tell you they're going to help you to fix your credit. I'm not going to name no names, but I know a few of those companies right now. You're paying maybe $100 a month for 18 months, and they taking, you getting your credit score going up just a little bit every few months, and I think that's just not the right thing to do, but that's just my personal feelings. You do it the way you want to do it. So you can go to Equifax.com, CreditCheckTotal.com, pull up your credit report and see where you are. Now, this is what is happening to a lot of people. I can guarantee a lot of people, we have a lot of wrong stuff on our credit reports, and this is what companies are doing. Companies are paying pennies on the dollar to get our information. Once they get your information, they look for some past stuff. I'm talking 5-7 years back, and they try to get you or call you up. And I know I'm not the only one that receives calls. Come on now. You get a phone call being like, hey, you owe us this debt, No, they get on the phone and they say, and you owe us this debt. And you're looking like, I don't remember that. And it's a company that you never did business with, but they paid for the information because you have old stuff on your credit report. You can get that removed. You can literally remove that with a letter, or you can remove it with a phone call. I personally, this is just personal, no legal advice here, just information. I would say do the letter first because it's all documentation. Once you do the letter, at the bottom of the letter, you have that verbiage that says, under the FCRA, you go into this, all this stuff. But I know they have those letters online. You can get those letters to send in, and it's a 30 to 45-day process. And after so much time, they have to take that off your report. It's all about what can be proven, family. It's all about what can be proven. If you say it over the phone, you can't. You got to, record it to do something. But it's what can be proven. So when you send off a letter, certified mail, that can be proven. You can say, well, this was sent certified. Now you have to remove it because under this statute, statute of limitations says this. And so they have to remove it. Different provisions. This is a Fair Credit Reporting Act. And I had to go through that so I can understand what I was doing because I fixed my own credit back in the day. What happened was I was about $4,000 in debt, and I went to a credit place and they said, well, they told me to pay them $4,000. I said, well, if I had $4,000 to pay y'all, I wouldn't be in debt. I would just pay it myself. So I had to sit there and start learning how to do credit. I even started a credit company because I started helping so many people, and it just started it was really overwhelming because I was the only person doing it. But I just understood it because I had to learn it. It was a necessity. So I had to get in there and learn it because nobody was helping me to help me fix my credit. Credit to me is, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but for me, it's like, credit is here. Credit can go up 50 points in a day. Credit can go down 50 points in a day. So some people live and die by their credit. And, we need credit to do certain things, but I don't care if your credit is 300. It doesn't matter. If you want to fix it, you can fix it. So it's not the end of the world. It may not get you your house right now that you're looking for, but if you want to fix it, you can fix it. So this will be recorded. There's a lot of information put out. I put some steps out that y'all can actually use and go through because I did the exact same thing I just gave y'all. It took me a little bit of time, maybe like less than a week to put this stuff together, to go in there and get all this. I mean, literally, you can do 7 minutes and get your EIN. So that's nothing. Anybody can do that. I do these calls every Monday. Monday at 6 p.m., starts at 6:05, truthfully. And it's just information for the masses so we can be better and so we can get better, so we can learn more. And if you have a topic you want to hit me with, my email is charlesmspeaks@yahoo. That's Charles, the letter M, SPEAKS @yahoo. Hit me up. I'm on all social media, Charles McCutcheon. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, all that. Hit me up. Give me some insight if you want to see something because we have some great info and people coming up to give some insight. I do want to thank Miss Kimmy Robinson. She's put together some phenomenal things that she's doing with Elation Radio, Elation Magazine, and soon to be Elation TV. And I'm along for the ride. She's allowed me to come up here and share some knowledge with people. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pray us out. Father God, thank you for allowing me to bless the people. Allow for those that got on the call and for those who couldn't make it. I just want to say thank you. We honor you. We know everything ends and begins with you. Father God, see to those who are going through the struggle and continue to bless the many. In your name we pray. Amen. Charles McCutcheon, this is Charles's Corner. I'm your favorite entrepreneur signing out. Y'all take it easy.
Check this out, right? Don't never be ashamed of who you are. If you serve God, you serve God proudly. The fact is, you should be celebrated.